Very important forecast, especially when you're not able to travel to a southern tropical destination. You got to stay home. You got to make the most.
In Central Ohio, the counties on level 3 are seen in red: Perry, Hocking, Athens, Union, Delaware, Morrow, Marion, Crawford, and Hardin counties. And there are several counties that are issuing a level 2 this morning.
Slick at that point. Crews working so hard, but the rate of snow is hard to keep up with, and it's that heavy, slushy snow that we're seeing pile up, and it will become more lake enhanced, and we're definitely seeing that on radar.
I mean, what do you want me to do? Lie to you? I'll put 70 every day next time. Mr. Davis appreciates it. He knows when to bundle up.
Yep.
Here's some wind, here's some temperature, 20s. Feels like 19 or feels like 70. I don't know.
Okay, Siri, what's the weather like today?
Cold as balls. I'd stay inside if I were you.
Cold as... What? Cold as... There's a lot of filming that I needed to do today.
That's what you get for living in Ohio.
Well, what am I supposed to do? I mean, there's a crawler video that I have to film, the new Nitro T-Max. There's all kinds of stuff I don't have to...
That's not my fault. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
All right, that's fair enough. What am I supposed to do? Do you have any suggestions?
Use your imagination.
My imagination. That's right, guys. I built a mini crawler course right here in the drip. That's gonna make the cut. If you follow me on social media, you'll know that this was kind of happening in the background, and it's finally pretty much done. Just a couple little things for like finishing touches that I need to do to it yet, but for the most part, it's done and ready to have some fun with. So let's take a look and see all the stuff we got going on with it. So here it is. It's 8 by 8, and I kind of split it into 2 sections. This side is gonna be for like 24 scale crawlers. I got some pretty tight technical stuff going on over here that is really meant for the smaller scale crawlers. Whereas this side over here is more set up for like 16th and 18th scale crawlers. The 24th just dominates this side. It's almost too easy. So all the stuff that you see here was built on the cheap. For the rocks, this is pretty much all just trash. I kind of took styrofoam and cardboard boxes and pieces of foam that I had laying around, packing material, and kind of made the base of all the big rocks. And then this stuff here is just plaster cloth. This is what a lot of guys use to make rocks for their crawler courses. So you build a base, you put the plaster cloth over it, you get it wet, and just kind of drape it over everything, and it turns into this pretty nice textured, hard, solid surface. This, of course, is AstroTurf. You know, nothing super special here. And then all this stuff is just expanding foam. I mean, we're all familiar with that. You can see in here where I used some aluminum baking pans and just kind of crushed them and formed them to make like a rock face, you know, and then put plaster over top of it. I also found a guy online that makes 3D printed stuff for like medieval games, like kind of like board games. But these are all just 3D printed. I hit them with a little bit of spray paint and I think they look pretty cool. The trees are the same stuff that you would find for like model railways. This bridge is made from egg cartons and paper towel rolls. These rocks are just pieces of foam that are covered in moss, and so they weigh nothing. I used aluminum foil with some paint over it to kind of fill in some of the gaps and make some sharp, jagged edges. The fortress has actually got, this is for a lizard aquarium. So this is actually pretty hard stone. It gives it kind of an old, like desert texture. I think it looks pretty cool. Looking inside the fortress, you can see what we used for some of the boxes inside. And I just couldn't resist this. The same guy that makes these 3D printed rocks also makes some of this kind of stuff too. And how cool is that? We got a little scale mausoleum, a little graveyard here. And I also got some tombstones. And I've got an idea of what names should go on the tombstones. So that's gonna be coming up soon, guys. Here we've got our graffiti wall. This is actually from Hobby Lobby. This is meant for like doll houses, but I just weathered it a little bit and stuck it on there. And this is gonna be, kind of a place for photo ops, kind of a little scale area to, take a picture of your truck, should you be into that kind of thing. And then we've got this kind of stuff here and there. This is like for a turtle aquarium, but I think it looks like a pretty cool scale accessory. What do you think, Ethan?
Works for me. I like it.
And then we've got some of this kind of stuff, again, this is like meant for a reptile or amphibian aquarium. And again, some 3D printed stuff. A lot of this stuff is static, but some of the obstacles are not static. So we can switch things in and out and rearrange them, as we want to. We've got some obstacles that are pretty difficult. Even with the 24 scale, this is a pretty difficult obstacle. But everything is doable. Like there's no obstacle in this whole place that is impossible. You just have to find the right line. So over here on the 16, 18 scale section, we've got a little starting point here where you can go up around a really tight technical course and then come up the big mountain, across, down, then go back this way again, make the big loop around through here, and then finish right here. We can compete for times, we can compete for style points, we can do whatever we want. And then on the 24 scale side, the idea is we start over here in the grassy knoll, come up here across the Bridge of Doom, down this big tight technical area, up over the log bridge, back down through Knapp Valley, go back under the bridge, and then you can either go up the mountain or you can go all the way around. It's up to you. So there you have it, guys. What do you think? Let me know down in the comments section. Are you excited to see some videos with this thing? We're definitely excited to make some videos with it. And I asked you guys what other crawlers I should get for this course, and you guys gave me a bunch of suggestions. We've got some stuff coming, guys. If this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome. I'm glad you found it. We like to do RC shenanigans like this all the time. And we're just getting started with this, so you're gonna wanna stick around. All right, guys, until next time.